Kadesh guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we have some somber news, boys. Break out the freaking violins. We gotta do it, boys. The tears are freaking rolling right now. Hunters are crying. Well, they're probably pissed more than anything else, to be honest. But hunters, you should be pissed. If you didn't know, today Bungie have released basically a bunch of notes on a ton of exotic changes that are going to be happening next season. Mainly a lot of nerfs across the board against like a lot of the meta exotics, but a lot of buffs kind of coming into the game as well. But one of the biggest ones I would definitely say is going to be the nerf to the old Stompees. Now, some people are calling this a buff, of course, PvE, but when it comes to PvP, and especially with the top tier soda hunters, this is definitely going to come across as a freaking nerf. So if you don't know, you'll see it on the screen what's actually going to happen. Stompees are getting that big fat freaking nerf. And yeah, that Titan face is just the epitome of every hunter right now. Just with a Titan's face on, it's just pure sadness. But yeah, freaking hunters are getting a nerf. You can see they're basically tying the whole hydraulic booster you'll see here. This whole hydraulic boosters is going to be tied into the subclass. Now, granted, it's getting slightly buffed in terms of, well, like it's getting this freaking aerial effectiveness back. So this will be aerial effective again. It's not getting minus 50 anymore, which is good, but it means that you need to have a full dodge to kind of get this going. And this isn't the case where you can throw on obviously another exotic to have maybe a double dodge or something to keep it going, because obviously this is the exotic you're using. So a lot of people are going to view this as a freaking nerf. You're on basically a 15-second if you're running 100 mobility, which nearly every top tier hunter is going to be rocking that 100 mobility. If you're not, you're probably throwing. But even when you're rocking all that, even if you have so many mods and everything on, like the freaking what's it called, distribution mods and everything, you're still in and around 15 seconds to get your dodge back, because they did nerf that a while ago. It used to be 7, which I honestly do think if they put the timer back to 7, it would be fine. But 15 seconds is a long time in PvP. People are looking at this as a big fat freaking nerf, and I kind of agree with them. This is honestly, I'm not a hunter main or anything. I can kind of laugh about this, but this honestly still sucks for hunters, because I know other exotics did get nerfed in terms of obviously Ophidians got nerfed in terms of melee range, but when it comes to both Titan and freaking Warlock movement exotics, they didn't get really touched. Dune Marchers aren't as good, but you still get the sprint speed and what's it called? The transversal steps didn't get looked at all. There's nothing about them at all in the freaking patch notes. So yeah, the Stompees, honestly, it kind of sucks. We're going to go into PvP though to kind of showcase what they're now like. Obviously, this is kind of like a I'd say neuter freaking version of it. We'll showcase what it's kind of like and why they're really nice. So without further ado, let's go into PvP with the Stompees that are going to get freaking nerfed. Alrighty, so we are going to be on the fortress with the course of Stompees, and we're going to showcase what they do right now. So look at that, we can slide a little bit more, and you can see we bounce a little bit higher. That is it. That's all the Stompees really actually do in this freaking game, which has been contention. Obviously, it already mentions that it's because controllers struggle to go up or aim up on them and everything because it's slower, obviously, sensitivities. But I will definitely say that this, I wouldn't say completely nerfs it, but it kind of just ruins it. You can see, you can still hit some in-air shots with the freaking Stompees, but it's mainly just about the speed and the fun of it, which it kind of just sucks. Even like, I'm not a hunter main. I did play hunter a lot, but I wouldn't be any hunter main or anything like that. But it kind of just sucks when they're like main like fun exotic that they kind of have just get neutered. Like I mean, oh my god, this guy is flying high. What the hell? When it comes down to it in terms of other exotics, as I said, Titans or Warlocks and Hunter are freaking Titans. They're still gonna have their freaking thing. But look at that, I dodged. And if I'm in the pre-patch or I'm in my freaking, what's it called, the new patch when it gets nerfed, I won't be able to do any of this jumping or anything. You can see I have 100 freaking mobility. It's a long ass time before you get your dodge back, and most likely you get into another engagement, you're gonna want to dodge again. It's gonna be horrible. Honestly, I think people would still rather have the 50 aerial effectiveness penalty than have this as a change. I think this is like, I don't know, I think it completely just like destroys it. Maybe if they did it on half energy gain or something, so it wasn't big a timer, but so it'd be like maybe like an Icarus dash timer. Oh, that would be freaking better, but I have freaking fireballs on for some reason. Oh, my hunter, that's why. But yeah, the change is definitely gonna ruin a couple of things for the exotics, because you can see it's just so good for movement. Like, you can style on people if you want to jump up and everything. You can kind of get faster going like that way. Oh my god, what the? Yo, buddy. Thank god my team is here. But you can kind of do things like that, hidden movement text and everything you got away with and stuff like that. Obviously, it's on dodge roll, so it's like it's completely gone, but it's just kind of sad when you have fun exotics like this, especially, as I said, with freaking Warlocks and Titans having everything pretty much the exact same. Having you lose everything now, just for the, oh my god, just because people were saying that they couldn't aim up or whatever. It just kind of sucks. Like, you can see, I can still hit shots when I'm midair and everything. It's not like it's completely ass midair. It's not exactly amazing, but you can still hit your shots. Now I just can't, and I didn't want to use my dodge there. I'm trying to showcase trying not to use my dodge, but I'm 1 HP there. I most likely use my freaking dodge there. This guy is getting freaking stalled on. I'm sorry, buddy. I had to do it. Oh, good God. But realistically, I would have dodged probably once or twice there in those different engagements and everything. It is bad. And Hunter mains would dodge triple the amount I freaking would, because I don't really play this freaking class. So I can already tell you, yeah, this is going to change how Hunters play completely. It's going to turn into probably more Caliban's hands or freaking Aether's, not Caliban's hands, the Aether's embrace. Probably turn to that exotic. Man, I can't aim. It'll turn to that exotic or the Ahamkara spine. And I don't know which I'd rather play against. Honestly, I'd rather just be able to shoot them in the freaking face while they're mid-air than have to deal with that crap. It's just a nice, fun exotic to go in with. As I said, it's just like a real neutral sort of exotic. And I just think that if they're going to nerf one neutral exotic, they kind of have to look at the other ones. I know Doom Marches did technically get nerfed, but Doom Marches was never about the... Oh, get me in. Doom Marches was never about the freaking speed or the freaking damage and everything. It was a nice add-on and everything, but if you're going to talk to a top tier Titan while they use Doom Marchers, it was for that freaking movement speed. You're just so much quicker, and Titans are already kind of slow class anyway, but it was just so much freaking quicker. Now I will definitely say when it comes to buddy, what the now I'll definitely say as well for the Warlock, anyone who uses transversal steps, no one's really using that crap for their freaking reload. It's a nice addition, but no one is sitting there going, oh, I want to use this because it reloads my freaking special weapon. Everyone is going to use that for the freaking speed. And that's the thing, is that when you get to top tier, the way you can kind of differentiate between better players, oh, I'm not a Warlock, is usually to do with the freaking speed of play and everything, the speed of movement. And when the movement tech kind of disappears, it's going to come down to just pure gunplay and freaking ability spam. And you know who has some of the best ability freaking spam? Man, this guy in the air. Freaking Hunters. Hunters, as I said, with the Ahamkara spine, some of the best ability spam in the freaking game. So, I mean, it happened before when the 50 aerial effectiveness came in on this freaking thing. When aerial effectiveness was probably at its worst as well. People were obviously getting... people obviously switched off this and went to things like Lord of Wolves with the Course of Monculus. So many cheesy ass builds. The same thing is going to happen here. This is what happens. You take away the Hunter's fun, and they're going to start giving cheesy crap. Oh my God, buddy, please leave me alone. But they're going to start bringing out the cheese. And freaking bring out the cheese, the mice will play. And I don't know where I'm going with this pun, but it means they're going to use the crap. The cringy shit that you're going to come up against is going to be insane. Oh, get me out. So yeah, I've definitely been playing the freaking In the Arms of the Angel, buddy. Talk about aiming up. Am I right or am I freaking right? Hunters can't jump in the air fast enough, but a Warlock can legit just float in the air with some heat rises. But yeah, when it comes down to it, people are definitely going to start using the old crap that is just so annoying to come up against, as I said. And oh, I don't have heals on, thank God. Yeah, boys, just start playing In the Arms of the Angel. As I said, we're going to actually see if we can hit this guy. This is the aerial effectiveness. You can see, like, aerial effectiveness minus 50. It's bad, and obviously if you miss a shot top tier, it can be annoying, but it is definitely not going to be as frustrating as freaking this. Obviously, I'm going to slide at this guy. Of course, you can do this sort of crap, obviously, because I have freaking speed. And yo, young man, get your ass back here. What the hell's going on? Boys, he's floating. He's floating. Get his ass. Thank you. But yeah, you can see the speed is it's just fun. And it's going to be such a freaking, such a Debbie Downer for all the freaking, what's called Hunter mains. Because, yeah, this is like one of their best kind of builds for PvP, just getting taken away. Buddy, yo, Anubis, help a brother out. He's just floating in the air. But definitely for the people who use the dodge a lot more consistently, you might have to unbind it if you want to really use the full effects of it, which kind of sucks, to be honest. It does kind of suck. Well, that is it from me. And of course, the Stompees getting nerfed itself. As I said, that was kind of my thoughts on it anyway. I do think, even as a non-hunter main, I do think the change, it really does kill it. I think anything with extended melee range are the first thing they should be looking for. I don't think there should be any sort of things with them, because in PvP especially, it causes so much issues, and you don't really need it in PvE per se. Obviously, tracking's fine, but Synthos definitely should have like reduced that range, should have just given you the extra damage when obviously you're surrounded. Obviously, Ophidians got nerfed in terms of range and everything as well, but when it came to movement tech, I think that all they had to do with this was either reduce the jumping speed, like keep the slide speed, because the slide speed is what pretty much everybody wants. Jump speed's obviously a really, really nice addition for like bouncing into walls and stuff, but just reduce the jump speed boost. If they reduced that and just kept the slide, it would have been perfectly fine. I don't think people would go mad. Get rid of that aerial effectiveness as well. And it would have been fine. It would have just been a nice neutral exotic that gives you the speed benefit that the other ones do. But the fact that they're kind of nerfing this one into the ground compared to others does leave a bit of a sour taste, especially, as I said, I'm probably a Warlock main at this stage. Was a Titan main at the start of D2, D1 as a Hunter main. I'm all over the place, boys. But yeah, when it comes down to the nerf for this, I do think it's a bit butchering. It kind of just kills this in PvP. PvE, as I said, doesn't really make much of a difference because you're probably going to have so many mods. You're going to have your dodge going consistently. I mean, who uses Stompees PvE? There's way better things to use. But PvP, 100%, this is kind of just kill them. I'm not going to lie. There's just going to be so much better things to use. As I said, I know people are going to say, yeah, but you don't use your dodge shot more often. I'm telling you guys, you use your dodge more often than you think, especially when you're a Hunter main. You're using that dodge consistently. Like, you barely even have, some people barely even reload their guns. Some Hunter mains don't even know what a freaking reload is. They just dodge everything. They don't even realize that your gun sometimes has to be reloaded by your Guardian. They just freaking dodge. So yeah, I definitely will say that this change is just gonna, it's really gonna kill the exotic for a lot of people, especially people will still use it because it will still be funnish. But when it comes to top tier, you're gonna come up against, of course, the pure cheese. You're gonna have Ahamkara Spines. As I said, that R3 is embraced, got a freaking another buff. And that thing's criminally slept on right now. Yeah, this is a bit of a rip. I wasn't that much of a rip, I think, when I seen the 50 aerial effectiveness the last time. I didn't think it was going to kill them off that quick because they're still going to be fun to use. You still have the sliding, which, as I said, the sliding is like one of the main parts. Aerial effectiveness obviously is annoying, but I didn't think it would kill the exotic. But this is definitely something I will say will probably kill this off. As I said, tying it to an ability that takes 15 seconds minimum when you're speccing fully into it. Unless you've got something else that can actually kind of give you down, get it down a bit more as well. This is 100 here. This is what I had on earlier. So it would be at 100. As I said, I did distribution mod on as well to try to get it down as much as I can. But you're still going to notice that you're not going to get it down that often. And honestly, it kind of does suck. And one of the biggest issue, guys, with losing is that we're losing the spandex. I mean, we're losing the freaking thick ass, basically, the thick butt here. We're losing the spandex. If that's not a criminal freaking move by Bungie, I don't know what is. No one's gonna wear this, and no cheeks are gonna be prepped. No peaches are gonna be shown anymore. But overall, I will definitely say Bungie are looking at a lot of exotics, so it's not like this is a freaking Hunter war crime or something like that. This isn't just specifically Hunters getting nerfed. Warlocks did get nerfed a good bit in terms of Starfire Protocol and a few other exotics, as I said, Ophidians. And then Doom March has got nerfed for probably what they're not used for and everything. And then Titans didn't really get nerfed too much, to be honest. But overall, I will say that definitely the Stomping nerf, this is a rip. This is a big ass rip for the freaking game. But regardless, if you liked the video, trust like, and you wish for more content, subscribe, and fantastic day. And hopefully I'll see you at the next collective in the next one.